the Mars-Sidonian land surface master plan in ancient masonry of the Egyptian Sphinx of Genesis 49 chapter 8 verse, couching lion in the tribe of Judah, who couched down as a lion and as an old lion in ancient Egypt. By connecting the Martian pyramids, the 5 pyramids and 2 pentagons upon the Sidonian land surface to the North African pyramids back here on Earth in Giza, I have systematically uncovered and the biological life form referred to as Yahweh, Jehovah, a being that was traveling back and forth in the Middle East in a glowing circular spacecraft. This biological life form had arms and legs and hands. However, he had 3 fingers and a thumb. Today, man has 4 fingers and a thumb. Okay? There are ancient Africans with 3 fingers and a thumb. You won't be able to tell because there's no deformity. They just have 3 fingers and a thumb. They're short, about 3 to 4 feet tall. These ancient Africans or Ethiopians correspond to the first creation, and they had watermelon heads, long elongated alien heads, just like the 1947 Roswell aliens. However, I've connected the King Tut alien or elongated watermelon head that you see on the wall paintings in ancient Egypt and Akhenaten, okay, to this extraterrestrial that landed upon Mount Sinai. Now, this in itself is a great discovery. It overshadows every video put or posted upon the internet concerning aliens in the Bible, because now we know who led the children of Judah of the Egyptian Sphinx. Remember, Judah refers to Jerusalem, not Israel. Keep that in your minds, preachers and ministers and pastors. Judah in Matthew 2:14 in the Christian Bible is where Jesus was born, in the land of Judah. Now we see New Jerusalem is a cube-shaped structure whose length, width, and height are equal. It corresponds to the Islamic Kaaba or the faith of Abraham. So all of Christianity tried to trace their genealogy back to Abraham. Father Abraham had many sons. I'm one of them, and so are you. That's the song that is sung in Sunday schools. Now we know Abraham is an Islamic entity, and the Islamic cube black Kaaba, that which is prayed to 5 times a day by Arabs or Muslims, is in white robes and turbans. Now that cube of Islam is connected to Revelation 21st chapter 18 verse, cube crystal city called New Jerusalem. So the whole circle of discovery of the Martian pyramids and the Sphinx 2 and Mars-Sidonian EA Shadow African face connects Isaiah 19:19 pyramids of the mistranslated 400-year-old King James Bible to the Egyptian Sphinx and the alien Yahweh. Welcome to Laurel Smith of Chicago, Illinois, nonprofit home video and artworks creations. In this particular video, we will be looking at the Sidonian pyramids that was filmed in the original 1976 Viking frame 35A72 satellite images of the 5 pyramids on Mars, where Laurel Smith of Chicago, Illinois has discovered the rectangular globe Earth King's Chamber dimensions as it is generated upon the Sidonian pyramid complex by the 5 pyramids of Sidonia extended apotents and baselines. Here's where we see the 41.2 degrees north stone face on Mars, pentagonal trajectory to planet Earth as it relates to the Isaiah 19:19 Giza pyramids. When we look at the aerial-viewed African continent from outer space, we see a resemblance of the 41.2 degrees north stone face on Mars as it appears in 1976. However, the African continent mid-level section reveals the EA Shadow African face on Mars as a black African that's connected to the book of Genesis 2:7 normal-headed African Adamic race. There's two creations in which we can refer to when we go back to the 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible. The first creation deals with the elongated headed African Adamic race, such as portrayed upon the ancient Egyptian temple walls. The second creation deals with the normal headed African Adamic race. This is where we see Mars Sidonian EA shadow African face being generated from a 10-degree sunrise above the 41.2 degrees north stone face on Mars. As we look at this great archaeological and theological discoveries, we see that the Martian land surface area also has its area of view data in the Elysium fields of the elongated headed Old Testament extraterrestrial Elohim that landed upon Mount Sinai in a glowing circular wheel within the world like U.F.O that had the crystal dome. When we look at the Afghanistan alien 18 in the 2013 U.F.O appearance in the skies over Jerusalem, Syria, and Afghanistan, we see a brown-skinned alien with 3 fingers and 1 thumb on each hand that stood about 4.5 feet tall. This brown-skinned alien has no sex organs, smooth skin between its legs. It has a brown circular cake-like reproductive organ in the middle of its belly that has the corresponding sperm and ovum chemistry. Now, when we look at the operation on Adam in the 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible is misunderstood as being a man. However, the word Adam can be connected to red earth or being, or the Adama being. This brings us back to the ball-shaped female earth ovum, where we see it as a geometric representation of the ball-shaped earth. So when we look at the center of the earth, we see a red-hot lava. Now when we go back to the ball-shaped female earth ovum, we see the magnesium in the hemoglobin of the red blood cells as being the equivalent of the red-hot lava. And when we speak of the electromagnetic force within the ball-shaped female earth ovum, we're talking about the magnesium content within the hemoglobin of the red blood cells. When we talk about the ball-shaped earth, the basketball-shaped earth, we're talking about the red-hot lava. So the creation of Adam is actually the creation of Eve. Now this is where we look at the brown-skinned Afghanistan alien 18 female body form of the book of Genesis 2:7, normal-headed Eve. Now, the operation upon Adam was the operation upon Eve, okay, to form a man. So that means the woman existed with the brown-skinned extraterrestrial alien 18 type of Elohim on Earth before the male species was ever created in the Garden of Eden. Now, to further shed light upon Laurel Smith of Chicago, Illinois, nonprofit home video and artworks creations, microbiological discoveries concerning the operation on the female Eve in the Garden of Eden. When we look at the scriptural reference that says that Yeshua, the elongated headed Old Testament extraterrestrial, okay, that operated on Adam. Now it could also be a reference to the brown-skinned Afghanistan alien 18, but the entire Jerusalem Temple Mount has pictures of the brown-skinned, 3 fingers and 1 thumb alien 18 and the elongated headed Old Testament extraterrestrial Elohim that landed upon Mount Sinai. So when we go back to the operation on Adam, it says that Yeshua went into the side of Adam, and in order to create Eve, which is totally the opposite. Because if you look at a naked man in the Garden of Eden, his reproductive organs is between his legs. Okay, now that means that the operation on Adam was the operation on the woman, because the only reproductive organs within the belly area, okay, is the ovarian tract of the woman. So that proves biologically that the operation on Adam was the operation on Eve. Now, when we look at the alien 18, a body form in which the normal-headed African Adam and Eve was grafted from, we see that the alien 18 has smooth skin between its legs, and it has a figure 8 waistline like a woman. So the brown-skinned Afghanistan alien 18 has brown circular cake-like reproductive organs within its belly that has its corresponding sperm and ovum chemistry. So that means that the operation on the brown-skinned Afghanistan alien to form Eve, okay, was the original order. When we look back at the Egyptian pyramids, referred to the mistress of the pyramids, talking about the globe earth sphere, which represents the ball-shaped female U.F.O. Now, which brings us back to the operation on Adam, or the red soil being, which falls in line with the operation on the woman, because she has a ball-shaped female earth ovum or reproductive egg that represents the earth. What's in the center of the earth is red hot lava. So when we talk about the red being, or the red soil, okay, or the red core within the ball-shaped female earth ovum being represented as magnesium within the hemoglobin of the red blood cells, we see the same operation data in Biology 101 as it relates to the Eve being operated on, because she has reproductive organs within her belly area. Okay, now just at the bottom of her belly area. But the operation then on the brown-skinned Afghanistan alien could also mean that that was the first Eve. Okay, so that means then that this the first Adam. So the first Adam operation produced an Eve. Okay, now the two creations inside the book of Genesis deals with the Genesis 1:26 creation of Adam, and then it deals with Genesis 2:7 creation of Eve. So when we talk about the man-based religions, always lying about the woman existing on earth before the male species. This is what we see in the man-based religion when we uncover the 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible. So the original Adam was the brown-skinned alien 18. Now that's the Adam that was operated on to form Genesis 2:7 normal-headed human race. Now, who operated on the brown-skinned Afghanistan alien was the book of Genesis 1:26 elongated-headed African Adamic race, elongated-headed Old Testament extraterrestrial Elohim that was seen landing upon Mount Sinai in a glowing circle of world within the world like U.F.O that had a crystal dome, where Prophet Ezekiel saw alien Yeshua city. So when we talk about the Well of Souls within the Dome of the Rock basement in Jerusalem, we see the Wall 2 image that represents the brown-skinned, 3 fingers and 1 thumb alien 18. So the Well of Souls Wall 2 image in the basement of the Dome of the Rock, the octagonal building structure of King David and Solomon, it has the brown-skinned Afghanistan alien face. Now what's important about the Well of Souls stone carving protruding out of the wall of the Dome of the Rock basement, I refer to it as the Wall 2 area, where we see the brown-skinned, 3 fingers and 1 thumb alien 18 in Afghanistan. So his U.F.O. I'm placing on this video was reverse engineered by the NATO and United Nations and America. Okay, so when we go back to why the brown-skinned Afghanistan alien UFOs is not working for the normal hidden human race, that tried to knock them out of the skies of Syria and Jerusalem and Afghanistan with military force. We go back to the reverse magnetic field polarity of the brown skin Afghanistan alien 18 UFO. That means a part of the northern hemisphere plate was carved out, and a part of the southern hemisphere. So you have two iron plates with negative and positive polarity. Okay, just like if you hold two magnets in your hand, north to north, they're going to push your hand apart, or south to north, they're going to pull your hands together. So this Afghanistan alien UFO had this two-plate polarity. But what's surrounding the core of the Earth is a granite, an iron, and magnesium ball. Okay. And now, what's surrounding the granite and iron and magnesium ball in the center of the Earth is crystals, quartz, diamond. You have to dig in the ground to get crystals and diamonds. So when the American and NATO scientists tried to reverse engineer the Afghanistan UFO, they failed to place crystals between the north and south plates. So this is why the reverse engineering failed to make the Afghanistan UFO rise above the ground. You need the crystals separating the electrical field polarity of the two plates. Now, as we go back to the Mars Sidonian pyramids generating the rectangular King's Chamber dimensions of the Isaiah 1919 Giza pyramids, we have uncovered the whole geographic purpose of why the rectangular King's Chamber exists within the pyramid of Khufu. It was to commemorate the Mars Sidonian pyramids and African Sphinx face discovery, where we see the normal-headed human race traveling within our solar system as they was taught the secret of anti-gravity. This brings us back to the Afghanistan alien secret of anti-gravity conspiracy by the major forces or banking systems that now rule the world. So we're talking about IMF, Rothschild. The whole banking system is decided to keep the normal-headed human race in the dark concerning electromagnetism, gravity, and space. So thank you for viewing these great archaeological, theological, and astronomical discoveries. For more information, you may send your emails to laurelsmith@att.net. Thank you very much.
have a suitcase.
You okay? Yeah. Where are you going up there?